Right, we're on. We've been recorded.
Hello.
Hello. So we're back.
We're back. Where did we go?
Well, we've had a bit of a break, haven't we?
We had a Kit Kat. Oh, we had other confectionaries are available.
I think life got in the way a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, just been busy. Shall I do the intro bit before we carry on?
Yeah, we can do that, and we'll talk about where we went and what we've been doing.
Yeah.
And every other some of the regular features.
The irregular features that we do.
Something like that. So go on. It's over to you.
Oh, thanks. I thought you were going to like big intro.
Oh, this is ladies and gentlemen, listeners. It's Mr. Andrew Dean.
Thank you very much. I think. I don't know.
I've gone very understated.
Yeah. Well,
that was a long pause. I wonder if Christian will edit that pause out.
I don't know. Hello, fart knuckles. Welcome to
What is a fart knuckle?
I don't have no idea.
Did you just make that word up?
Think so.
Fair enough.
I think that's what we should call the collective that listen.
The fart knuckles.
The fart knuckles.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now known as the fart knuckles.
Well, we're the old farts.
It's a new feature. You speak for yourself. Saying you're younger than me, aren't you?
Yeah.
By quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. So, are you ready? Thank you. Welcome back. This is Confessions from the Backseat. I'm Andrew Dean.
I'm Carl Royle.
And you are the fart knuckles.
Fart knuckles. What noise do they make?
No idea. I identify as a fart knuckle.
I identify these people who identify as things. What's all that about?
Have you seen the guy that's in America that's identifying as a woman and then competing with all the women in deadlifting, weightlifting? He's kicking everybody's asses
because I identify as a woman.
He's not had any gender transition or anything like
just
that.
Identifies as a woman.
Don't even try. He just looks like a dude. He's built like a brick shit house.
There's nothing wrong with that. Well, it's a bit like the athlete, isn't it? It's a little bit different because she was born and was misidentified, and she's like the fastest woman in the world at 800 metres. And she goes, "I'm not changing." No, she doesn't. She goes, "I'm not changing."
Are you allowed to do that, Carl?
I don't know. No one listens anyway. And if they do, they fart knuckles. So
I think Carl's having a breakdown.
I identify as a fart knuckle.
There we go.
You are right. I identify as. Do you know one of Christian's friends? He won't mind me saying this because he
don't listen.
Christian, even when he's editing, you can tell, can't you? He's got a friend who's gone on work experience to America, and they're big on this in America.
Yeah.
This I identify as a brick wall, so I can just stand there and do nothing all day.
Well, he's employed by Donald Trump, isn't he? He stands
Like
between America and Mexico.
It's a wall. So apparently, one of his friends, he said that in the group that he's gone to, somebody identifies as disabled because they were dyslexic. So how far can you take this? I identify as something. I identify. I don't know. What do you identify as?
It changes on a daily basis. Sometimes I identify as a grumpy old git. Other times I identify.
I think that's every day for me as well. Do you know what though? Times have changed, haven't they? Do you know I had a conversation the other day?
Get away! You had a conversation,
and I know that she doesn't listen to this, so I can talk about her. As you know, I've been doing, and you came in the other day. I've been doing a little bit of thing with Salford City Radio. So you go in, and it's been going 12 years, and you don't know the rules. And we always say you've got to know the rules, don't you?
You've got to know the rules.
So the rules within their organisation are not the same rules as we'd have. Now, I'm not.
Nobody has the same rules as you have, Carl. Even Satan sometimes goes a bit far. That Carl.
Do you know that line? He just stepped over it a little bit too far. So I had a guest come in because I have this guest thing, and we had a picture taken.
Is that what you described me as?
Yeah.
When I came on and did it, you guest thing. You just taking up space.
Well, you turned up, didn't you? We had. It's good. We'll get it on. We'll get that on eventually.
He has been very lax recently. I'll be honest, I've come round, he's only just got dressed.
I know. And, well, I've got put my top half on.
Well, I know.
That's conjuring up an image you don't need, isn't it?
No, I can see your tomatoes.
So every show I have a guest on, and they come in, and the first thing we do is have a picture taken in front of the Salford City Radio.
Yeah, we did
sign.
that.
Yeah, and we do that because it's just good, isn't it? And I put it on my Facebook page, and people like it, and you
Bit
put
of
the links on it.
Salford City Radio.
and also it looks good because it's always about people who do nice things for people.
Yeah.
It's a very feel good show. But so this lady come in and I said, "Do you want to have your picture taken?" The station manager was taking the picture just on a phone. That's all. And I put my arm round the girl who's and she went, "I'm sorry, you can't do that." Not the guest, the station manager.
Yeah.
And apparently it's not the done thing to, without permission, to put your arm around someone or touch them, not inappropriately, but I don't know. I'd never come across it. It was alien to me, and I've had a little bit of a joke with her about it. But what the rules are now: if somebody comes in, you shake hands, you don't hug, you don't give them a kiss, you don't do anything like that. It's got to be quite a sensible thing.
Really,
and it threw me. Because
maybe that's where the world's going wrong. Everybody just needs a cuddle.
Well, I'm a bit of a hugger. Are you a hugger? Do you want a hug now?
No.
No, you don't, do you?
No.
So when you go to a gig,
Yeah.
and you see the organizer,
Yeah.
and if it's a lady, do you just shake the hand?
Yeah.
Just shake the hand.
It depends.
Do you never
Sometimes
do you kiss them on when they come in for a kiss? Do you go, "Oh no, don't kiss me"?
I tend to
It's
sort of
2019.
I tend to play it by sort of what they're if they sort of because you walk over and then they naturally come towards you and try to give you a hug and a kiss and all that sort of thing. Yeah, but then again I feel awkward because I do the sort of single tap on the back and go, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah,
Okay, hands down to the side. So there's no,
It has changed, hasn't it?
Yeah, I just feel awkward.
I have a little rule in my head. The first time I meet somebody, I'll just shake the hand.
Yeah.
But then if I meet them again, sometimes then...
You'll shake the willy.
Well, where have we been anyway? We've been... Why have people not heard from us since December? It's that long.
Is it really? Since December? What are we in now? May?
Yeah, we've not lost interest, have we? We keep saying, we're going to do another one. We're going to do another one. I think we need to commit, don't we? We need to commit that we're going to have another series.
We need to be committed.
We're going to have another series, a run where they're coming out every fortnight.
Yeah, I think after sort of January, February, we had the convention and that sort of thing. Did we not get together and do one after the convention?
I don't know. I didn't think we'd done one since December.
Yeah, no, I think we have got... Yeah, we have. We've been together and got one done and stuff because we talked about... you talked about your lecture coming up at the Magic Circle and that sort of thing.
Right, okay, did that. That was fun.
Yeah, you seem enthused. Did that.
Did that. Tick that box. Yeah. That's done now. But, no, so I think the plans are to keep the podcast pretty much the same as it was. We're going to have some new features, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to try stuff out, aren't we?
I think we've had a discussion about what the podcast is about, and when we first came up with the idea, it was meant to be a bit like me and you driving home from a gig, and what we'd talk about.
Yeah.
Except the personal stuff, which we can't really put in because we'll get sued.
What personal stuff are you talking about?
No, when we talk about other people, not about us. You're always talking about other people.
Well, I don't talk about them negatively. I just talk about other people.
Yeah, but I don't think they like some of the stories you tell. You do spill the beans a bit.
No. What are you trying to say? Yeah, that's it.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just trying to get a reaction. I'm not getting one. No. Anyway, I've got a little story.
Have you?
Can I tell you a story? So it's a personal story.
Once upon a time.
It can do if you want to.
Has it got 3 pigs and a wolf in? I've heard that one.
Have you?
Yeah.
They all die in the end. bacon sandwiches.
Yeah.
It's,
The wolf ends up on Wall Street.
Really?
Yeah. It's throwing a midget around.
Good name for a film, that.
Yeah.
What, sniffing cocaine off the dwarf's head?
I don't know whether they
With a
did
tray-
that in the film.
with a tray
I don't know whether
strapped
they
to
did that in the film, but they were definitely throwing them.
Have you ever been to a party when you've had a dwarf with a tray on the head strapped with a strap underneath, and people have been sniffing cocaine off the tray?
No.
No, I haven't either. It's.
You have, haven't you? You have.
I just don't want to make any more comment. The fact I even conjured that image up should probably tell you it was a long time ago. I didn't know I was doing card tricks. Do you know what I did? Use the tray as a close-up, Matt.
Oh, Carl.
The cards had all this white powder on them. What's all that about? So anyway, it's more of an innocent story than that. So we've both got kids.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't mind telling a story about my youngest, who's 8 years old. And at 8, it's a brilliant age, because they're really trying to learn stuff all the time, aren't they? And there's stuff they say is absolutely hilarious. But a lot of it you can't laugh at, because they don't even know why it's funny.
Yeah.
So, for example, I was watching telly the other week, and I was watching Sky Sports. And on Sky Sports, as the thing comes up, and it says Middlesex versus Lancashire. And she goes like that. She puts it on pause. She went, "That's funny."
Yeah.
Oh, well, why is that funny? She goes to the telly and she covers up middle and says, "There's a rude word in that big word." And it says sex.
I do exactly the same. I'm nearly 40.
So I'm like, oh, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. And then she did it a few times. And so she did it a few times. And then about a week later, and I had told Cheryl, my wife, about this. And what was quite funny, we're watching, do you know the programme it's just been on called Chernobyl? You know about the, in Russia? About the nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
So we come down, and we must have put it on pause because she came in, because it's a bit graphic.
Right.
And when you put something on pause, normally it's it comes up with the name of the programme, doesn't it?
Yes.
And she walks in, she went, "Oh, look at that!" So I'm looking at it, I'm going, "Where are we going with it? Look at that word!" And I'm going, "Where are you going?" So straight away, it's knob, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I thought I'd be really clever. I thought there's one way of shutting this down. I said, "Izzy, knob is not a funny word." No,
Knob is a funny word, Carl.
Knob is not a funny word. Why, you can't find rude words in every big word. And I think it's terrible that that's what you're doing. So you're going to have to stop doing it. So stop. Just because it says knob, you don't have to point it out, okay? And she looked at me. She went, "No, Dad, it says Cheryl."
You're shouting knob in living room.
If you take the knob out of Cheryl, out of Chernobyl.
Is that why she was grumpy this morning?
What? Well, she doesn't. She won't mind me saying, because she made the joke. She said there's always a knob in Cheryl. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be dead careful, haven't you? I'm like that,
especially around Cheryl.
So in front of my own 8-year-old, I'm going, knob. Don't say knob. Don't say knob's not funny. Knob. No, Dad. Wasn't going to say knob. I was going to say Cheryl.
Christian, what you've got to do now, Christian edits this podcast. Christian, please make a song out of your dad just going, knob.
The knob song.
Oh, dear.
For our fart wits.
Fart wits?
Oh, sorry. Fart knuckles.
Fart knuckles?
Fart knuckles love knob songs. Is that's for a t-shirt, that, isn't it?
Fart knuckles love knob songs. And you wonder why we can't get this podcast on like Magic Week.
Oh, we did that. Did we tell that story where we said
it? Yeah, I think
and it was. And what was funny was it was the rudest one. It was the taxi. It was the taxi one, wasn't it? Still never get over that.
I know.
I've had people mention that to me.
Have you?
Yeah. When we would be giggling who was going to do the rude punchline.
Yeah, well, we always knew we were going to do that, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh, well, it was going to be you.
I know it was. I know.
You always do the rude lounge. Knob.
Are you just going to fill 30 minutes by doing that?
We could do.
This is a knob episode.
Look, the fart knuckles love it. They do. So go on. I thought that was a funny story. Do you know what? In a funny kind of way, that you couldn't write that. Because have you ever looked at the word Chernobyl and thought, that's Cheryl with knob in it?
No.
I never. In fact, I'll never spell that wrong again. I don't spell it.
You're going to spell your wife's name wrong anyway.
Not Cheryl. Chernobyl. I didn't realise. I never realised Chernobyl was Cheryl with knob in it. So it's where do we go from there? What have you been up to then?
I've had some ups and downs.
Have you been doing yo-yo?
No. I've been on a bit of a health kick, going to the gym every morning.
Have you?
Oh God, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Not lost any weight.
Shut your face.
Are you going for muscle? Are you bulking up?
No. I do a run. I do about anything between half an hour and 45 minutes on the treadmill, and then a bit of weights to tone the old flabby belly up.
Right, okay. Doing your core, bit of core training. Yeah,
but the reason I'm not saying for anything else other than must be about a month ago.
Yeah.
I was laid in bed. Claire was knocking the Zeds out next to me. And I'm like, I'm a bit uncomfortable. And when you run sometimes, you get a bit chafed around your top of your thighs and stuff. And I thought, a bit uncomfortable. So I'm sort of rubbing the top of my thigh.
You don't have to demonstrate.
I'm rubbing the top of my...
The sound effect there was...
I'm rubbing the thigh.
Actually rubbing the top of his thigh.
I'll get it. I'll put it next to the mic and I'll rub it in a minute. And so I'm rubbing it, and then I went, oh. So I find a lump.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Where's this going?
Well, so...
I'm hoping he's got a happy ending.
Not a massage.
There's something I have to tell you. I found a lump.
So anyway, so I find this lump. So then this was a Wednesday night. So I wake Claire up. Claire, I need just to have a look at something.
I've heard that before.
Just grab hold of this.
You just have a look between your legs.
So yes, she's like, so phone the doctors. Get in the doctors the following morning.
It's a fat gland.
No, it's not a fat gland. So I go and lay on the bed in the morning. Doctor's having a rummage round. He's like, oh yeah. He said, nothing to be worried about. You're okay. We'll just, we'll send you for an ultrasound to make sure that it's something under the skin. It might be a bit of a fatty deposit, or it could be in one of your tubes. Imagine it was build up or something like that.
Did he talk like that?
Yeah. So he's like, so I'm like, okay. So I'm waiting. A couple of weeks go by, and I'm sort of like, because I know it's there. You keep checking, don't you? So I'm like...
Well, you do. About every 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Well, you've got to make sure it's still there. So I'm like, what is it? So as I'm checking, I'm like, it's getting closer to the skin. Turns out...
Which skin?
The first 3.
Not the 4?
No. So it turns out it was just a spot under the skin. Just a massive spot.
It was just a zit.
Yeah, just a zit. So
did it puss up?
So I've had the doctor rummaging around and
in your crown jewels, just for a zit. Yeah. Oh, did it smell? Do you know what I bought? One of them trackers. Because I've let my
like a granola bar.
Yeah, no.
There's
one of these.
Do they make them anymore?
I don't know.
Tracker
know the step trackers.
Yeah,
because I'm in the office all the time, and I've not been doing as much because I used to run a lot, didn't I? And I realised
from the police.
Yeah, I've realised that I'm not running as much. So I've turned it into a little bit of a competition with Cheryl, really. So I've bought us both these trackers.
Yeah.
And what I've realised is I should not have set up the competition because she at it all day, running from here to there while I'm sat at a desk.
So what's the prize?
She beats me every day.
What's the prize that we're...
Just pride.
Well, you ain't got any anywhere, so...
No.
So what you worried about? Like, you can't lose what you've not got.
I know. But I'm not really going anywhere with this, but I think we're both saying that... you
That's what Gerald said.
So you go... It's not fair.
So how many steps are you doing a day?
Between 7,000 and 10,000.
So that's a good chunk.
I did 12 yesterday.
Yeah, what, 12 steps?
And did a run. Yeah, so I'm getting back into running. Move more, eat less.
Yeah.
Keeping a track of what I'm eating and smaller portions.
Well, I did notice when I came in this morning, you're
Yeah.
obviously prepping your dinner for later. There's lots of veg and stuff.
It was Eat the Rainbow, wasn't it?
Eat the rainbow?
Yeah, you do. If you've got different colours foods, it's supposed to be good for you.
Really?
You just shouldn't eat just brown foods.
What are you eating?
Peppers and...
Peppers aren't brown.
No, I said you don't eat just brown foods. I said you eat the rainbow.
Yeah.
Red and yellow and pink and green. Purple and orange and blue.
I can definitely see where Christian gets his musical inspirations from.
Oh, I had a great joke today. Do you know you get sent so much rubbish over the internet?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in a couple of WhatsApp groups, and there's a couple of people who send me some stuff, and some of it you just couldn't even tell you they're disgusting. And I saw one yesterday where someone was doing deadlifting, and it was too much.
He was lifting a dead person.
No, he had like massive weights. He took it off the frame, and as he took it off the frame, literally his legs went the wrong way from the knee.
Oh,
it was no, I threw the phone. I actually threw. I threw the phone. It was the most. I was like, why have they put that on the internet? Why? No, you just said to me, why are you going this direction with your funny zip between your legs? It was no. Why are you doing that? There's no need at all. Have you not seen it?
No, I tend to have. No, Dawn, you're not going to show me.
No, it's probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, I don't want to see it.
Because I didn't see you it. So it was horrible. So
it weren't as bad as somebody bending the legs the other way.
Oh no, it's wrong. And what was thinking, there was people either side. No, like they have spotters. So the idea is when he goes down and comes up, they take it off him, don't they? Put it back on the thing. So it caught them by surprise. Because literally he starts to bend his legs and his knees just go the wrong way. And literally he drops. So this is, I don't know how much weight he was, but it was enough to break his legs. And do you know what? I don't know what the look on their faces were because I've not looked at it since. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. So you'll find it on our YouTube station soon. No, I don't think we will.
No,
I'm not putting that. So anyway, the reason for this is I got the most innocent sort of joke sent to me, and it was 2 Lego men, and it said it was about 5 seconds long.
Right.
And I thought, this can't be funny. I said, like, what someone sent me this for? And it literally one. I'm not going to do this right. One person walks in. He goes, there's been a fire at Tesco's. And the other bloke says, has there? And he says, no, Tesco's. I thought that was absolute comic genius.
Oh, dear.
There's been a fire at Tesco's. Asda, no Tesco's. Scousers at the moment. I don't want to go down. I shouldn't go down this route. I know, but I've never heard so many people in denial since I went to Egypt. It's. So you're not a big footy fan, are you? You're not.
No,
you're not,
I don't really follow.
But you'd be quite aware that I am quite a big football fan, and my favourite team is
Man United.
Not Manchester United. It's Manchester City,
and
I've been following them since I was a kid.
What's the difference?
One wears red. One wears red. One wears red. And one wears blue. Where did I go from?
I've no idea. Why do you sound like you're a balloon when somebody's letting air out of a balloon?
One wears red, and one wears blue.
There you go. That's
the
the new
main
thing. We
difference
should
is-
put you a tongue twister in
The
each
main
one.
the main difference is that
Yeah.
Manchester City are from Manchester, and that Manchester United have their stadium in somewhere called Stretford, which is not even in Manchester. So
Was Stretford not in Manchester then?
I don't know. We call them Stretford Rangers. We're going to alienate half the audience now. It's, you know what? It is what was brilliant in the run-in this year, because it was between, for people who are not football fans, it was between City and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Who was going to win the league, and both teams just kept winning and winning and winning and winning. And all United fans were brilliant. So all the rivalry seemed to go out the window, except for when it was the derby. And United fans wanted City to win because they don't want Liverpool to win anything.
Yeah.
And so that was quite nice.
Yeah, well, it's good for the city, isn't it?
I'm sure United fans don't really think that, but they didn't want Liverpool. It was a lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
But as it is, City won 14 games, ended up winning the league, and everything else domestically. But when you listen to the radio stations, I don't know if we listen to Talk Sport, and there's just been some absolute classics.
Yeah.
And it's and you've got people coming on saying things like, "Well, Liverpool were the best team because they didn't lose as many matches." So it's just comedy gold for the presenters, because they just say to them, "Well, who won the league?" And I go, "Well, City." And who was the best team? And they'd go, "Well, Liverpool because." And you go, "No, right? Who won the league?" Right?
Yeah.
And this massive thing of denial, and then the thing to try and get them to say is, "Well, next year will be our season," because they've not won the league for 30 years or something like that.
Is that how long it is since Liverpool's won?
Yeah. So it's a massive thing,
Yeah.
and I think most people thought it was their year this year. At one stage, they could have been 10 points clear.
Really?
And it was so. But the other thing is, so there's a bloke. So if you're a football fan, there's a few things that bug you. So one is the half and half scarf,
Right. Why does that bug you?
because it's just wrong. Having two teams on a scarf because you went to a football match to watch them both, it's just wrong.
Right.
Right. But the other thing is, so on Talk Sport, someone rang in, and it's absolutely, there's two of them really, but one that I loved, one who reckoned because Liverpool had such a good season, they should be given a trophy for coming second.
Well, why don't they just identify as Man City then and just win another trophy?
We identify as wearing blue.
Yeah.
There you go. And then there's another one rang up and started crying on the radio. And it was,
Really?
"What do we have to do? We got 97 points. We've got 97 points and we didn't win the league."
So they're crying over a sport. I know people get enthused and they get all, this is my team, and I can't. I just don't.
You don't
understand.
get it, do you?
No, I can't get. It's a game.
It is a game.
They play that game and then they move on to the next one.
And they get paid a lot of money for it as well, don't they? So
Yeah.
But the truth is, I can't go down that route because I'm going to make a little confession now. So I am a City fan.
Carl, I like you, but not like that.
No, we all went as a family to Manchester on
Yeah.
Monday, and we watched the Manchester City parade, and they had 4 trophies. They're the Formidables because they've got 4 trophies.
Formidables.
You see what they did there?
I like it.
You see what they did there?
Yeah, yeah.
Hashtag Formidables.
Yeah.
So when the bus came past and all the players are there and they've got the trophies, I've watched City since I was like 4 years old, and I've hardly seen them win anything.
Yeah.
And it's only the last 10 years that they've been any good.
Yeah.
And our captain's leaving.
Is he?
Company. Yeah, he's going off to be a player manager somewhere else in Belgium. So he's going to his boyhood club.
Yeah.
And I got dead emotional.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Carl.
did. And Cheryl looked at me, and she was getting all teary. And it was like, but he's happy tears.
Yeah. Had the bus run over her foot or something?
Yeah, something like that. But do you know what? They put a good show on.
Yeah.
It was great, yeah. Oh, it was about 100,000 people. Great show. fireworks in the day. It was great. It was. I can't speak highly enough for what they did this year. But one of our avid listeners, he's on one of my Spencer.
Oh, Spencer.
Yeah, he's not the artist. He's another magician guy.
Yeah,
and he gets a bit upset about the Liverpool because he's a big Liverpool fan.
Oh, is he?
Shame, innit? Shame that.
You look distraught, Carl.
No, but they've got another chance. They might win the European thing.
All right. When does that finish?
Oh, it just goes on and on, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know when this is going to come out. We're doing this today. When will it come out?
We're doing this today. There's a reference for everybody. We're doing this today, not tomorrow, and it wasn't yesterday, but definitely today.
Yeah. Did he ever tell you when we worked at Manchester United though? Do you know we used to work?
Yeah.
I know you still do. I do the rugby thing now.
Yeah.
And one time, City were playing United, and City scored, and I couldn't contain myself, and I started jumping up and down and cheering and doing that. And then one of the fans came over and wanted to absolutely batter me.
Really?
It wasn't. Well, it's funny now, and people had to drag him off. And
He was definitely coming
no,
he wasn't just having a laugh and a
no,
joke.
no, he was going to kill me. Oh no, they take it serious. I mean, I'm not that kind of fan.
I don't understand that. I mean, it's not like you went up and kicked his kid or something.
No, I just cheered the opposite team, and then it made him want to rip my head off. What's all that about?
You see, I like rugby for the fact that you can sit with the opposite fans and you can have a laugh and a joke, and if it's a good play, no matter who plays it, everybody will go.
They do.
That was a good. Yeah, that was a good play.
Other.
You see, I grew up watching and playing rugby. I didn't really play much football. Played a little bit, but yeah, you see, I just don't.
Well, you're more built for rugby, aren't you?
Like a brick shithouse.
I was just thinking bigger. You're not built. You're not built for running down the wing, are you?
All right, Adonis.
I think this has been a lot of fun, don't you?
It certainly has. It's been nice to be back.
It is. So, do you know? I think we're going to wrap up now.
We're going to wrap up.
Yeah, we've had a few good stories. I mean, it's good that our listeners have now got a new name.
Yes.
So the Fart Knuckles. I think we'll carry that on. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
It's Confessions from the Backseat.
It is Confessions from the Backseat. You can find us on all the social medias, as per usual. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yes,
you can email us as well. My name's Andrew Dean.
I'm Carl Royle.
And thank you for listening.